Yeah, 50% goes to air. Would love to thank Air. Air, not the thing that you're breathing. Air KC, AIRR. They are very great. They help advocate and educate immigrants in Kansas and Missouri to help deal with this whole ICE Nazi bullshit. Yes, fuck ICE. Yeah, fuck ICE. What's the difference between ICE and a dog? You can train a dog. Yes. I'm not suicidal. This is something I gotta say because I'm doing an anti-fascist show. I'm also healthy. I'm very scared. I'm very scared of heights. So if I fall off anything, I was thrown. I'm not overdosing on anything anytime soon, especially poison. So I don't know, how else do people off themselves?
I'll give you a list.
Okay, give me a list. Go, start.
You will first.
Thank you, Sk8bar. Thank you for hosting this. And we have to remember to tip the bartenders tonight, everyone. We've got to tip the bartenders. And then also I have to thank Uncloseted Productions. They've been incredibly helpful through this whole thing. It's been very nice to have some backup. People weren't very happy about an anti-fascist show, believe it or not. A lot of flyers and posters were ripped down angrily. So I think this show's the hardest show I'll ever promote. Just from that alone. I've even gotten shit from fellow comedians, actually. I was called self-hating white guilt man. Yes, yeah. Which is strange, because the way they said it was so weird. They were just, hey, I agree with everything you're saying, but like, I would never say it. So cool, so you just wouldn't speak up. Oh, all right, yeah, that checks out. Angry white man. Also, only white comedians, angry white man comedians, I should say, have been upset with me for this one. And just angry white men in general. So, a boo for the angry fascists. Boo! Yes. Terrible people. And it's weird how much I was called white knighting, like fascism is such a, I'm like, who the fuck is pretending to be against fascism? It's absolutely insane. I just have never heard of that in my entire life. And and it's just like, dude, okay, I grew up with fascists, all right? My family, my dad, let's just say, he dressed up as a ghost, not on Halloween. All right? It's on the weekends, okay? When they say the Saturdays for the boys, it's because women aren't allowed to Klan meetings. That's the deal with that. Yeah, my dad, it took me a long time. I was very confused when I was a child. He always complained about the neighbor's jeans and how our jeans were better. And I was just, dude, we have the same brand. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. It took a while for me to figure out he's just a Nazi. Someone asked me once, hey, do you care, if your dad ever hears these jokes about him? I don't care, he's dead. To me. I don't care what the fuck happens. He's super MAGA, and MAGA, Trump. I keep hearing them complain about AOC. You guys heard of AOC? Age of consent. I'm glad we're all fans of age of consent here. Unlike the people who run our country, right? They're, gosh, did everyone else think that the Correspondence Dinner theme was strange this year? Assassination attempt is an odd photo op. They keep having them, though. They keep having them. It's so strange how they grabbed our vice president before the president. It's also really funny that they grabbed RFK before the president. Can you imagine being less important than RFK? That's sad. That's really depressing. Our president tried to make an excuse. I was scouting it out some more. Scouting out the fake shootings. Very strange. Erica Kirk, she was crying on her way out. Erica Kirk said, I just want to go home, after she learned that no one was shot. So why am I even here? How do I get sympathy from anyone? Yeah, it's funny to me that I can't stand all of the how we can be super homophobic and racist and all this shit, transphobic, but then the second I speak out against fascism, it's like, you're virtue signaling, bro. So are you. To the wrong people. To the fascists is what you're, yeah. We gotta teach people what virtue signaling means, I think. Starting with the fascists. They don't really get it. So I'm gonna outdo the cancel culture comedians. I'm topping all of them right now. Every single one that went to Saudi Arabia. Yeah, and I know who the fuck went. Dave Chappelle, CK, all those fucks. Here we go. There was a woman that got 15 years in prison for making a Netanyahu joke. All right? Not even a comedian. Clowning on all of us. So this joke is in her honor. It's also devoted like my dad. So whenever in basketball you score a point and then there's no rim, it's nothing but net. In war, though, whenever a bomb blows up a school full of children, it's Netanyahu. For those of you who aren't informed, Netanyahu blows up schools full of children. All right, I'm definitely going to be suicided or in prison after this. The last thing I'll say is thank you to all of you for being here. Seriously. Yes. And thank you so much for Bad Actor being here. Our band tonight, we're going to move some of these things out of the way so we can all jump up and down and scream. Or whatever we want to do. Yodel, I don't know, whatever you're into. I know Sabrina Carpenter's not. Are you guys into yodeling? Is that okay? You can do it. Just don't do it during the slow parts, okay? Oh, you gotta be in key if you're gonna yodel. That's the rules, everybody. All right. That'll be it. Thank you very, very much. I'm going to introduce my first comic of the night, our first comic of the night. When I was doing an anti-fascist show, when I was planning this is the first person I thought of. He's very, very supportive in general of everything. The anti-fascism, me as a comedian, this show. And yeah, so follow him online, Punk Rock Santa. You really should put your name in your profile, by the way. Sometimes I'm trying to look him up and I'm like, oh yeah, Punk Rock Santa. So without further ado, Patrick Gaughan, everybody!
Brother, here It's just Punk Santa. Punk_Santa. Oh, you guys having fun? I want to start off with a good, healthy cleansing. Just inhale deeply and exhale with a fuck Trump. There we go. Oh man, yeah. You know this whole war in Iran thing that's going on. You see the posts online where people are like, well, you know, everybody's playing checkers, Trump is playing chess. And then the next time, well, Trump is playing 2D chess. Well, Trump is playing 5D chess. Well, Trump is playing 87D chess. They're just, yeah, because it's fucking made up. That's what the fuck it is. It's all fucking made up. He's doing shit like, you know how we're going to open the Strait of Hormuz? We're going to close it. The whole fucking thing. Well, we got to get it back open. Like it was before he started this dumb shit. And things were going fine. I don't know. When you were bringing up the correspondence dinner, I think Erica Kirk was crying running out because there were no fireworks. They ruined my WWE entrance. Let's see, what else? You know, one of the things I hear a lot, especially like when you find out certain artists that you liked or whatever, are pieces of shit. They say, well, you got to separate the art from the artist. You've heard that? Separate the art from the artist. Take Kid Rock, for instance. Yeah, he's just a piece of shit. But his music also sucks. Yeah. I mean, that whole fucking Super Bowl thing, that alternative Super Bowl, they're talking about how, like, oh, you libs are such snowflakes. Y'all couldn't sit through a 15-minute Spanish concert. That was fucking awesome. I didn't understand a goddamn word of it, and I was like, yeah! I didn't know what the fuck was going on. We were watching it, and my wife looked at the screen, she goes, man, that guy's good looking. You know, they should get Ricky Martin on here. And then she went, oh, yes, babe, that's Ricky Martin. That's it. Still fucking gorgeous. Holy shit. That is a good-looking man. Yeah. Biggest applause of the night was Ricky Martin still being hot. Water's wet and Ricky Martin is attractive. No, but they have that alternate fucking halftime show. And I saw a clip of it the next day because there was that one dude that was like, I just want to feed my dog and drive my truck and fuck my fish. And I'm like, what's that? Like somebody's gonna go to his house and be like, hey dude, your lawn is fucking horrible. Why? The gays. What about them? Are they like watching you mow your lawn and you're getting uncomfortable? No, they exist! So you can't mow. Well, your dog's looking awful skinny. Aren't you I can't feed my dog because there's trans people. What? Nah, that whole fucking alternative, I don't get it. I don't know. I was talking about this at Open Mic a couple weeks ago. I wasn't like really radicalized until I saw the fucking January 6th. You know, it wasn't like I switched sides. It was just like when like I saw that happen, I was like, no, I'm not part of that. No, I mean, you know. But no, that like cemented everything for me. Where I was like, what the fuck? This is why we need better education. It's these dumb fucks. No, yeah. Like, I mean, I was in the Army for 10 years. And people I've talked to that, friends that have served and stuff, they're like, oh, Iraq's coming up, you going back? Fuck no! Or Iran, sorry. I was in Iraq, that's why. Yeah, they're like, oh, you want to go back to Iran? No. It sucked the first time. The sequel's not going to be any better. Oh, it fucking sucks. Oh. Yeah, being in the Army, though. I did 10 years being in the Army. I was actually military police when I was in the Army. Yeah, I know. And I know how I look. Like, if I put a ball cap on, I know I look like white people. And y'all know what I mean by that. I was getting gas the other day. This guy gets out the truck. He has a Freedom t-shirt on. And he goes, hey, buddy. I'm like, no. No, there ain't no hey, buddy here. I pointed to my nose ring. I was like, I thought this was supposed to repel you guys. Go away. We're not friends. The difference is all these fucks are like, yeah, you send me over there and burn. These are the same assholes that are like, I would have joined, but the first time the drill sergeant got my face out and knocked it. Hey, shut the fuck up. You wouldn't have done fucking shit. You'd have pissed your pants and fucking dropped out and went home and told everybody, oh, they couldn't handle me because I was too hard. And then you put your fucking baseball cap on backwards, your sunglasses back here, and block the sun like this because you're a fucking idiot while you're driving around your big-ass truck blasting 5-finger death punch. Because that's metal. Fuck you! These are the same people that we all see online. Yeah. I know somebody that's going to talk about that. That's coming up like, same people that want to explain race theory to, like, people of other races. But actually, what you don't understand, no, fuck you! What you don't understand is you're a fucking racist idiot. Okay. But yeah, I was in the Army 10 years. Oh, I did one tour in Iraq. They said if you re-enlist, you won't have to do another tour in Iraq for 3 years. I said if I don't re-enlist, I never have to come back. When we flew into Iraq, we flew in from Kuwait into Iraq, we did this thing called a combat landing. So you're at 10,000 feet or 5,000 feet and plunge down to 500 feet. Best way I can describe it is like, an amusement park, say the ride called like the free fall or the DD drop. You go straight up and you plunge down. And you can put quarters on your knees, so when you drop down, the quarters float in the air. Kind of cool like that. So it's like that, except when I got on the plane, I really had to pee. So we plunged down, like physics took over. I had this ball of urine floating in front of me. Anti-gravity, just. The guy next to me, he's like, Then we started leveling off and it drifted over. He's like, he was pissed off and pissed on at the same time. I went running off the plane. War is hell, buddy. Put the P in PTSD there. But yeah, I was actually at Abu Ghraib prison. You guys remember that? I know it's a fairly younger crowd, but you guys remember Abu Ghraib? I wasn't there when it happened. I was not part of that. I was part of the cleanup crew that, when the news broke was right when I got there, but it had happened months before. That unit was gone. And I was in the Army Reserves, and now I'm in the middle of an international scandal. 2 weeks before, I was working at Family Video, renting porno to Tony the construction worker. Now I have the whole world watching me. Pat, why do you have trouble sleeping now? I had to make this call home. I'm like, Dad, yeah, I'm safe. Yeah, I'm at Abu Ghraib. Yeah, Dad, that Abu Ghraib. No, I'm not making naked pyramids. Well, not with the prisoners. What I do in my free time. Besides, you are not allowed to ask. I cannot tell. But yeah, being in the Army Reserves, you get the hand-me-down of the hand-me-down of the hand-me-down of equipment. Like, who here is from a big family, like a lot of kids? Okay, how many?
I'm the youngest of 5.
You're the youngest of 5. Okay. So your hand-me-downs were from the oldest. So you were wearing shit from the 90s, you know, in 2010. That's what it was like. We got the hand-me-down of the, like, I went to